A gang is where a coward goes to hide. Mickey Mantle. 12:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Back clocked at 7 minutes past, so it's 12:27 a.m. August 6, 2021. It's early Friday morning or late Thursday night, depending on your perspective of when you go to sleep. They finally put these benches back in this gazebo they recently repainted. Now that the benches are back in here, they seem like they're too big for it. Like there used to be shorter benches in here or something. I know that's not the case because the bench is the same length. They're actually all the same length, all the benches up and down this road. I can't imagine them getting a couple shorter benches. If they got the arms on them, they're the same length. So yeah. So you put it all back together. It's mid to low 60s. It's nice out. It's humid, so it's warm. Stopped and picked up a pack of smokes at 7-Eleven. Just been smoking less, smoking slower. Except for like when we're out like now. We went to the reefer store earlier, so we got a pre-roll. Town seems kind of dead already for how early it is. There was a lot of traffic when we were walking up the street here, coming down here. 12:38, so it's 12:31. Dairy Queen lights back on. And Wendy's must have forgotten left all their lights on. Their parking lot lights, their sign, their inside lights.
They're getting in the truck.
Yeah, everything that they usually have turned off this time of night is still on.
They might be getting a truck tonight.
Yeah, they still turn off all their lights.
Okay.
12:42, so it's 12:35. There's suddenly a huge influx of traffic coming from all three directions. Tapping at the flashing yellow light. So it's 12:55. The little black and white kitty that followed us home a month and a half ago, still hanging out here at night. He came through. I felt bad. I forgot to bring food for him the last few nights. I haven't been seeing him around here though, so I just figured maybe they ain't even checking for it. Yeah, I've seen him eating bugs and shit because there was no food for him. And there's a homeless kitty over by our apartment. What do you do, turn around?
Yeah, I think we're a sign that says do not enter. Down there.
Well, there is a turnaround right before the tracks.
Right before? Oh, he turned around after the tracks.
To go back that way.
Yeah, he came off the tracks and turned that way.
103, so it's about 156. Yeah, all the traumatized homeless kitties in this town, you know, there's a lot of time loops coming from this town. There's a lot of welfare phantoms who don't even exist here. They're gonna die and get time looped as the kitties that they traumatized, neglected, or didn't care for. And they get spiritually executed to never exist. So the kitties will be cared for. next timeline, there is no homeless kitties or traumatized animals. Well, the same goes for everybody famous who they're fans of and anybody who heavily influenced them. So imagine you torture a cat and then your mama has to get time looped to that kitty, looking through that kitty's eyes at you torturing it. Because that's what's going to happen. Same thing if you rape a woman or if you diddle a feeble-minded woman. You get to fuck your mama in the time loops. Then you get to be fucked when you get put in the woman. You get to be tortured when you get put in the kitty. Yeah. And one of the executioner's spirit enters your body. Yeah. To carry out the sentence against you. Because, well, everybody here pays. Nobody gets away with nothing here. We pay for every plot and omission up in this shit. For real. Omissions are the things you fail to do that you should have opted to do instead of the things you did do with your time. Yeah, the kitty went over there to Walgreens, went around the back of it. 1:10 a.m., so it's 1:03.
Yeah. Somebody's popping me through the door.
It's weird how small this gazebo feels now. I'm just sitting out there in the open on these benches for a couple weeks.
Nope.
Oh, that's 1:14, so it's 1:07. Yeah, I saw that little kitty and now my spirit's grieved. Just I had him at the house and at the apartment. I didn't keep him in the apartment. I actually thought he might be somebody's kitty. But, you know, I should know what this town is. That, well, they'd rather buy beer, meth, weed, a data plan, cigarettes, anything but take their cat to the vet and get it fixed so that they can keep it in the house.
Exactly.
And they put it out because it succumbs to fucking instinct and sprays. Now, Zephyr was one of them weird cats who never sprayed. I had him for a month and a half before I took him to get fixed. He never sprayed once. U.S. Foods double hauler. That truck comes through almost every night. And O'Reilly's. This one's taking the route that's not a truck route. He does every time he comes through here.
Where in the heck the cops at?
Who knows?
It's cop man. And this one? No. Nope.
Yep.
Piggy. Nope.
Stopping for this flashing yellow light.
Oh my god.
There's somebody walking.
That's not a cop. Yeah, you got her.
125, so it's 118. And this is probably a cop coming here. He was up in the dealership. Thought I had to be because he pulled up in the dealership a while ago. Turned his lights off, and then when that car came flying by, he pulled out of there like he was going to go after him.
If I had to go to stay ready to get gas or get something to eat, I'd drink. Get the coffee pig in his throat and things. Nothing here, man.
A whole bunch of cars coming from down there. It's 126, so it's 119. Oh, it's not as many as it looked like. It's actually a truck and a car. The truck's gonna go east on East 72 here. Out 128, so it's 121. Onto traffic, none of them police. So it's 123. 131. So it's 134. 124. 134, so it's 127. The world is overpopulated, yet there's a shortage of good people here. You know, valuable people, people who should exist. People like me who made it to the next timeline. We've got too many self-absorbed entities disguised as humans. They're lower caliber than what humans used to be, though. I mean, just look at all the homeless animals and tortured animals and the freaks who get off on that kind of shit.
That's not right.
Look at the rapes and the diddling of fucking retarded women. You know, it's like, shit, really? Well, if she's retarded, you shouldn't fuck her unless you're willing to marry her and take care of her the rest of her life. Yeah, if you ain't willing to do that, then you probably shouldn't be fucking with her. Unless, like, she's swinging with her husband and you're somebody they're swinging with. You see, other than that, you probably, it's a no-no. I know your mommy didn't teach you no-no. Just everything you wanted, she let you have. So if you wanted to fucking eat her pussy or fuck her in her butt, your mommy bent over and let you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you think you can just go fuck other people's wives now, and you're just gonna walk away from that shit like it didn't even happen. The delusion of the deluded. Yeah. Like, beware the fury of a patient man. Right? Sometimes the waiting is the funnest part.
Nope, you cook. Nope. There's no car.
These hammers of the gods swooping down. 1:38 a.m. So it's 1:31. That's over in our bullies. I was just pondering how there can be companies, great big conglomerations that are there. And then, you know, you think, oh, those, and that'll never go away. Like the big trucking company your dad works for and shit. Oh, that'll be there forever. And you get older, and you can't even find the company, anything about it. It's like it never even existed. But you know it did, because your dad used to drive a fucking truck for him. You see? And I guess in some cases you can contribute that to karma. You know, you can just attribute it to karma. I'm sorry. Bad karma rubs off much like stupidity. Intelligence doesn't rub off. But you can be around somebody dumb and get dumb as fuck. And you can be around somebody with bad karma, and your karma can get off on your life, where it just negatively affect your prosperity big time. That's why you kind of got to know who you're hanging out with. Did they do a lot of stupid shit, torture animals, rape people, fuck retarded wives of other men behind their husband's back, you know, gang fuck them and shit, and do even shit to them, exploit their childlike mentality, exploit the fact that they may not be on their meds and their mind might not be functioning right, is why they're even looking at you skanky little small town ass, you know, little small town, small minded motherfuckers. Gotta entertain yourself with dumb shit like that. Yeah, that's pretty sad for you. I imagine you can bring down empires with your karma now. And the boss won't even know why. When the hammers of the gods beat down to afflict your prosperity so that you're not so empowered to do the evil shit you're prone to do. You see? And that'll be the plight of your life, the rest of your life. Everywhere you go, you bring the fucking goddamn sad rain, the purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. I played guitar for that song in concert. We raped a lot of songs in my youth. I don't think I played one song exactly correct the way that they were done by the bands. But the bar was set pretty low by Jimmy Page, not playing any of his leads live and any of the footage I was seeing of him. It was almost like somebody in the studio, the producer or something, played all his guitar parts and he couldn't even play them. I don't know. I never seen any footage of Jimmy Page playing even one lead guitar part the way he did it in the studio, the way he supposedly did it. That's why I kind of do believe that maybe that's the real legend behind them guys. Is Jimmy Page, the great guitar player, wasn't really that great of a guitar player. You see? And you think all that awesome shit you hear him playing, that could be all hired guitarists, you know, jazz guitarists and shit. Is where there is a lot of jazz inflection, and there's a lot of guitar it's just different. Like different guitar players are playing different parts, but he's supposedly the only guitarist. Yeah, that's cars. Not a one of them will count. Can't believe how many cars there is this late in the morning. It's 1:36. 1:43 by this clock. 1:45, so it's 1:38. And it's not okay. Yeah, this town's too busy for how few cops there are. But how can you know when it's going to be busy like this? I mean, you know, there's no way to gauge it because it's right on the freeway. You almost just have to keep up with what's going on in the area and figure out what people's routes would be and if your town would be on the route. Would they be coming through to get to like 72 or something?
That one? No.
Oh, fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
152, so it's 145. It's a nice night out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too cold and it's not too warm. It's just right. Seen a dude riding around on his bike earlier. Probably in his 40s or 50s. Or just an old looking late 30s.
Huh?
No, that dude was riding around on his bike.
Hey, you got a truck, dude.
Hey, his yellow truck dude. He's gonna stop at Speedway tonight. Yeah, the car was a car.
These cars, those cars was not for me.
Well, you know, we're pretty much at the end of shit here. Or this timeline, crash point's coming. You can feel it. The world can no longer bear the inhabitants, the dominant species. As it was prophesied, everything's suffering because of the humans now. They've become vehement creatures of self-service and self-worship. And you can tell by video content. If I put a video up that, you know, I'm drunk and I'm seeing all kinds of fucked up, weird, mean shit, man, everybody loves this shit and they share it and a whole bunch of people watch it. If I say something that's informative of, you know, where we're at and where we're going, what some of us can expect when we die, what some of us can expect as far as karma, and how fast we can expect our untimely demise to overcome us. Yeah, I fucking talk about shit like that, which is talking about the same thing, just from a different perspective, different side of the rock. When I'm talking about this stuff, yeah, it's not as entertaining. I'm not seeing mean stuff, so there's, you know, not a lot of relatableness, I guess. I don't know. But like, this town needs more hero mentality, more heroic entities, like, you know, those who, if they know where there's homeless kitties or something, a place where they go or to pass through, they see it as an opportunity to get good karma and blessings. So they want to put food down in that area where they know the homeless kitties go. You see? They don't want to miss that opportunity for that good karma and sow that good seed. Because it's so easy of a seed to sow. You just buy some cat food, a bag of cat food, and put a little bit out every once in a while. Where you know the fucking cats eat. You see? And I know that there's a lot of white devils that set the wrong example for you, like Ronald Everson, spelled Everson though. Yeah, from Grayling here. And his solution is to poison cats and skunks and shit instead of, get a humane trap and try and catch them and get them fixed. Maybe try to home them, but at least fix them, fix and release, if you can't do nothing else for them. But the kitty that comes to the back door of the apartment for food is not a feral cat. That cat that let me reach out and pet her. Mm-hmm. I think it's a girl kitty, but I'm not sure. And I feel really bad for it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for all the animals at the hands of this generation. And the money-hungry generations before this generation has set the poor example, the piss-poor example, and erected the piss-poor fucking role models and toxic influence. And its famous entities and celebrities. Nope, not a cup. No, not a cop. 159, so it's 152. Search 154. Not a cat. Not a cat. Definitely not a cat.
It's definitely not a cat.
That's a Dayton freight truck that just went through. He's on his way back now.
I hope not.
There's a supernatural ability to get across these busy roads upon any kitty that has to cross a busy road. Or a puppy dog. Yeah. Or other animal. There we go.
Yes, and then what you want?
That's Bazzy.
That's what you want. That's what is
No. Long head out.
Oh.
205, so it's 158. There goes the yellow truck. In addition to all the other bones, you just gave him 9 bones.
I didn't give him all at once.
Oh, 9 bones altogether is what you gave him.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, shit. The little belly's gonna explode if he eats on him. Which he probably wouldn't.
Well, he's done for now. He's been around with bones. Yeah, quite a few. Definitely been there. Got caught?
Oh.
Nope. There's never gonna be cops. Seems like it.
Well, there eventually will be, because there's cops out on the roads. They're just city.
I'm seeing like that. Yeah, seeing one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking car.
2:43, so it's 2:36. He just went back towards the county building. Oh. 2:46, so it's 2:39. You see, we were out for a few hours before we finally saw a cop. It doesn't mean that they weren't out there. He was coming from that way, so either he went by while we were on the railroad tracks and in the park, or he came from the freeway where he had been sitting monitoring traffic. Who knows?
Nope, lay down. What are we trying to do?
.259, so it's 2:52. .301, so it's 2:54. .311 rather, so it's 304. .313, so it's 306. .322, so it's 3:15 a.m.
Not a cop.
Yesterday morning on our way back to the apartment, we heard two cats fighting, but the one cat sounded like a baby crying, so I just thought it was somebody's window was open and their baby was crying. Then the sound moved, so we turned around and walked back, and it was two cats. One of them was hurting the other one pretty bad, and it broke it up. The aggressive cat, the bully cat, went running. I don't know what happened to the one that was getting his ass beat. I didn't see that one. But yeah, he was screaming loud. He sounded like a toddler crying, like, you know, a toddler that was teething. I swear to God, he sounded human. But something told me when the noise moved that, okay, well, that's not a kid in a room with the window open crying because it's teething or something. It's a cat crying in pain. So we broke it up. Who knows how long it would have went on. You know, cats, when they become feral, they'll eat other cats. The ones that aren't feral, they'll bully them, eat them, kill them, whatever. They'll kill the baby kitties and the little ones that end up getting put out at 4 or 5 months old when they spray because their owners were pieces of shit who didn't take them to get fixed. So they ended up spraying in the house. And okay, well, mom says you got to put them outside. His mom didn't teach you proper responsibility. You got a cat, you got to take it to get fixed at 4 to 6 months old. Yep, they cost about $200. And you got to do it no matter if it's a male or a female. You don't get away from it just because it's a female cat. A female cat in the heat will drive you crazy, and it will try to get out, and then it will get pregnant. And then you end up with a litter of kitties you didn't want, all because you didn't spend $200. Nope, not a cat, none of them.